Chag Sameach and Shana Tova. I'm very excited to be blowing our shofar for the first time this year as we look forward to the High Holy Days, as we look forward to a sweet and healthy new year. You know, the shofar is not only a call to us to remind us that a new year is approaching, it's a call to God to also remind God that as we are coming together, God is also part of the partnership, part of our sacred community. And we can look ahead to a year that we are planning and thinking about and setting our own goals for. As we think about all of the sounds of the shofar, that's partly the most important thing. To be mindful of all of the different calls and what they signify and what they represent to us in a year that we are looking ahead to, filled with good health, happiness, and peace. The different calls, there are 4 of them, starts with the Tekiah, a short, long blast, the Shvarim, 3 short blasts, and the Teruah, 9 short blasts. So the Tekiah goes, Tekiah, baram, bam. The Shvarim, 3 short blasts, baram, baram, baram. The Teruah, yaratatatatatatam. And the Tekiah Gedolah, the long one that we hold for as long as we can. So I'll say the calls now, but first with the blessing, that all may we be well with us as we proceed to listen to the calls and hear the calls of the shofar, because that is the true mitzvah of Rosh Hashanah. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lishmoa, to hear, kol, the voice of the shofar. Tekiah, Shvarim, Teruah, Tekiah Gedolah.
So welcome to our bar. We have a few cocktails for you today, reminiscent of Rosh Hashanah and the ingredients that we've talked about. So the first drink that we're going to be making is called Hashanah Teeny. So we're going to take some apples into our shaker. We have the apples in some lemon water so that they don't oxidize and turn brown. We're going to take the muddler, and we're going to just crush the apples until it releases its juices. And you can see the juice coming out of the apples. You don't need to peel them. It's just fine the way they are. So we've got the apples. We've got the fresh apple juice. And we're going to add about 1/4 of an ounce of spiced honey. Infuse the honey with cinnamon sticks, whole cloves, and whole allspice. So we're going to put 3/4 of an ounce, and we're going to add our vodka. We'll start with this one. About 1.5 ounces. We're going to add a little bit of apple liqueur. We're going to add about, we're going to add 3/4 of an ounce of apple liqueur. We're going to add some fresh lemon juice, about 1/2 ounce. And we're going to fill our shaker with ice. You want to shake it until it's very cold. And you can see the frost on the outside of the shaker. We are now going to strain it into our martini glass. And we are going to garnish with a slice of Granny Smith apple. Right across the top there. And a few little pomegranate seeds. So there you have Lashanatini. Our next cocktail is called the honey cake cocktail. We are going to take our rye. I infused this with lots of spices, cinnamon, star anise, cloves, allspice, whatever you like. Or you can buy mulling spices. So we are going to put the rye into our shaker, and we are going to add a little bit of honey simple syrup. So we use 2 parts of honey to 1 cup of water. And we're gonna add a little bit of orange juice. Ooh, this smells really good. Okay. We're going to put some ice in our shaker. And give it a nice shake. And I think we'll just do this one neat. You can do it on the rocks or neat, whichever way you prefer. Doesn't that look like honey cake? And we're going to take a little piece of the rind. You want to use a sharp knife and as thin as you can. We're going to run it around the rim and twist it so it releases the oils, and then drop the rind right into the glass. And here you have a honey cake cocktail. So our next beverage is Palm Tove Sparkler. We're going to do it 2 ways. We are going to make a non-alcoholic version, so your children can enjoy this, or your friends that do not drink alcohol. We took some pomegranate juice yesterday and reduced it down just a tiny bit. It's a little bit thicker, and we are going to pour it into a tall glass filled with ice. And we're going to top it off with a little bit of Topo Chico. You could use regular soda if you like. You could use regular club soda if you like. And there you have the Palm Tove Sparkler. And we're going to top it off with a few pomegranate seeds. Now, to make an adult version of this drink, we are going to take the same syrup and we are going to top it off with some Prosecco. And again, a few pomegranate seeds. They may sink to the bottom, but what a nice little treat when you're finished drinking. There you have Palm Tove Sparkler. So this drink is called So Far So Good, and it really is good. We are going to take a shaker and fill it with ice. And we're going to take a little bit of date syrup, about a ½ ounce. Two ounces of tequila. an ounce of lime juice, and a half an ounce of pomegranate juice. You can say that this cocktail is good for you. It's got all the antioxidants that pomegranates offer. So now we are going to take our shaker and shake it. Again, we're getting the frosty outside of garnish with a lime wedge and a few pomegranate seeds. And there you go. So far, so good. So this drink is called Old Lang Syne. Get it? Old Lang Syne. Happy New Year. So we're going to put some ice in our shaker. And we are going to add in 2 ounces of aged rum. This is a 12-year-old rum, and it is delightful. You can sip it, or you can serve it in a cocktail. We're going to add 1 ounce of Calvados, which is an apple brandy. And we are going to add in about a half an ounce of apple cider and some fresh lemon juice and a little bit, about an ounce of our honey syrup, which is like a simple syrup, as we said earlier. Okay. We are going to give it a good shake. Frozen shut. This one's going to be a little frothy too. So we're going to take our rocks glass, we're going to dip it into a little bit of honey and dip it into sugar. That is our rim. You could also use a dried apple or some freshly grated cinnamon. And here you go. Here we have Old Lang Syne. We wish for you and your family a very happy, healthy, safe, prosperous New Year. Hashanah Tove.